The forbidden zone. That's what this guy's calling it. I call it the red zone, the middle ball, etc. And just wanted to show you this is a World Conference presentation. Just wanted to bring this up here that I'm not making this stuff up. This is what many, many, many extremely intelligent tennis coaches think, or know, I should say. And here he's talking about, I'm going to play this here in a minute. I'm going to make my comments as we go along. He's saying in every practice, placement is important in every practice. And you'll see he talks about hitting hard, but to a target. And you can see here they're looking at the pros, they're looking at the professional game. 71% of the shots are hit outside of the forbidden zone.
The line that we have used right now, the singles line, and it's halfway between singles line and the middle. So very small zone here, very small zone there. But the data tell us that 30% of all strokes are going only into this little zones. Okay? 17% right here to 2C, so to the backhand side of the right-handed player. Obviously, more often we play against right-handed players. And why are these zones so important? Because these are the zones where the guys hit their offensive strokes to. So if you want to go deep, you can hit a hard ball, but you lack of angle. So if you want to go for a good angle, you would maybe go here, but you lack of speed. So the golden middle, as I call it, is right here. So you can hit with a good angle, open up the court, but still hit it quite hard. Same for the down the line shot. You have to hit it with a good curve over the net, but still if you go here, you're not missing deep, and it's still a very quality shot.
And he talks about, I'm not so sure about this backhand thing. You know, for forever and ever, people talk about, play to the backhand. I try to get it to the backhand. But the thing is, and if you're a player, you know this. I don't think I've ever met a player that preferred to go with the forehand, preferred to go cross court. I even knew a guy who was a really good tennis player he just couldn't figure out why he didn't like to hit a forehand cross court. Now, I wouldn't take it that far, but the question I'm posing is it that people are picking on the backhand because it's the quote-unquote weaker side, or is it because it feels better to go straight with the forehand and to go inside out with the forehand and cross court with the backhand? So the down the line backhand doesn't feel as good either. So they're not gonna. So it's just this, for some reason, the forehand down the line, the backhand cross court for righties, the inside out forehand feels more comfortable.
Okay, we'll come to this later on as well. So the demand, again, practice the placement of your strokes in every training. Let's start with the forbidden zone. My assistant already put the lines. Thank you for that. And you can see this is a very large forbidden zone. So we got very good players. What I want you to know as well, always adjust to your players, to the level of your players. So you can start off with a little forbidden zone in the middle. When they get better and better, you can widen the forbidden zone. So what I want you guys to do is just to hit cross-court forehand.
They're going to hit here in a minute, but I wanted to mention that I think I agree with them. I think it's important to really stress the adjustment, because a lot of people have questions about, well, what if the players start to get frustrated? Then you have to make it smaller to the point where maybe, depending on who you're talking about, how frustrated they are, maybe you take it away. You know, we're not talking about serious money ball tennis here. Maybe you take the forbidden zone away for a little bit. And I seen Nadal. I wish I had this video. There was a video going around where it wasn't that popular, but if someone can find it, Nadal was doing this in his training center in Manicure. Is it Manicure? And he had them. The forbidden zone was literally, it was so massive. It was like a foot. He had like a foot or two to hit outside of the middle. Like, it was crazy, and he was doing it.
Please. The goal is to hit cross court, so easy. But again, we want to have the quality, so we want to have the guys hit either longer than the forbidden zone or between the forbidden zone and the singles line. In my experience, first of all, it's quite tough to hit or to avoid the forbidden zone, but when the players go on and they get more used to it, it's a very good thing for them to get to know the court. For example, in the beginning, with the amateur players, with the younger players, they don't know any about loans, where to hit, and this is very good to learn. So they learn very quickly where to put the ball. This is now the cooperative play with each other to start off. You can also start off by doing a little basket fetch drill, but those guys are so good that they can do it all by themselves. So, okay, stop right here. Quality was not there where I wanted it. So again, let's try to avoid the forbidden zone, okay? Maybe we put the sidelines a little bit more to the center to make it a little bit more easier.
And look, if you're doing this and you're complaining, you're not good enough. Because I've seen, especially, I shouldn't say that. It's not just kids. If you're doing this and you're complaining, you're just plain and simple, you're not good enough. And I'm not going to say the reason. I'm not going to say the main reason. You're not good enough. It's not the drill. It's not the exercise. It's not the theory. It's not the philosophy. You're just not good enough. Go back, get rid of the lines, and trade ground strokes and focus on your strokes. And turn the video off. And just be that player.
Beginning.
And as he said it takes a long time. This can take a long time. You got to get used to it. I was doing this with kids. I didn't expect them to do it overnight. That's why I started them learning this with the orange level. You can start this in red in a sense, but you're getting them as they're moving up the level. You're slowly getting them used to this. So when they get to yellow ball and they see this, they're used to it.
Again, don't be afraid to adjust.
And they don't complain.
If your players are in need, we want to have the quality.
Because it was a 3-year
talked about it.
It was a 3 or 4 year process for them to get used to it.
And if they get better, I can always make the forbidden zones a little bit bigger. So okay.
That's a good size right there.
Don't forget about the footwork. Benny Linda is here. Okay. Get back to the center, even if you know the ball is coming cross court. Okay, that's a good rally now. Keep it going. Okay, perfect. There's not one ball into the zone. There it is.
You can see. I think he's gonna do it here. You can see. There it is there. He's going to come across. You can see the natural progression too and how this works. See the guy in the red cap make that slice right there? And you can predict, where do you think he's going to go? You can, when you start watching this and start working with it, you can see he's going here. He's going short angle off that. Because it's a natural progression from certain balls in a sense. And you see the pros doing that, where you can almost predict where they're going to go. All right, let's see what he's saying here.
A round of applause. That was good. Okay, now you know you can do it, huh? So we'll do the adjustment again. Now we have the original forbidden zone again. And it's easy. It's halfway between the center and the singles line. So that is easy to mark on every court. Okay, let's try again and we'll do a little competition again. First one to hit into the forbidden zone, 5 kangaroo jumps. Kangaroo jumps? You know kangaroo jumps? No? You know them? It's this one. Okay. they hit like this a little bit out now. Okay? Oh, there we go. 5 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, very good. Take a rest right here. Take a little bit of water, please. And at the beginning, I don't mind if they hit the ball slightly up.
So I'm gonna pause it right there.
But wide, slightly.
I'm gonna pause it right there.
Deep.
I don't know why it's not. There it goes. I'm gonna publish this. I'm gonna publish this video in the future. So subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Stay alert. This video will get published on my channel at some point. And the more likes I get, the more comments I get, the more subscriptions I get, the more likely I'm gonna post it sooner. Because I got a lot of stuff to work on. So thanks for watching.